Good afternoon. Finally figured out how to get back onto videos with a different camera. Let's talk about the one thing that people want to talk about more than anything else. More than love, more than sex, more than money, and that's the topic of Messiah. What exactly is the Jewish belief of the coming of the Mashiach, the Messiah? The standard belief in the Messiah is that the Messiah will be somebody who will right all wrongs. He will be the ultimate judge who will not judge by superficial observation, but will see the motives of people, will see who has been wronged and who has been robbed from, who has been violated, who has afflicted, who has killed, who has plundered, who has gotten ill-gotten gains, who is deserving of getting his property back, who is the person who is deserving of being in the forefront before God himself. Messiah will come and he will counterbalance all of the inequalities, all of the difficulties, all of the unfairness of life. In other words, Messiah is to bring utopia. To a certain degree, we all yearn for that. We yearn for a time when everything will be fair and everything will be good, and goodness and blessings will abound. In fact, Maimonides says that in the time of the Messiah, that truly will happen. There are others who want Messiah to be the Jewish hero, the one who kicks butt of all those who have abused us, and will take revenge from those who have made our lives miserable. Together with that, all the lives of those whose people were made miserable by others, Messiah will take up those challenges as well. And that's the reason why the nations of the world flocked toward the Jewish concept of the Messiah. Messiah will make everything good. Messiah will finally get to the tyrant and they'll receive what they deserve. But that's not the ultimate desire of what Messiah is about. Maimonides says, we don't desire to have Messiah in order to rule over others, in order for others to do our work and have pleasant lives and engage in frolicking and partying and sex. But rather, the purpose of Messiah is to make a world where opportunity for greatness will be there for anyone who wants. For in the time of Messiah, things will continue as they are, just that the economy will be so good that all the delights of the world will be as abundant as the dust. And so people will have all that they need. You won't be jealous of the next trillionaire because you can have whatever you want right there in front of you for the taking. And so Messiah is not there to equal things out. It will not be a great socialist revolution. Rather, there will be abundance for everyone, an opportunity for everyone to advance. But what will be the ultimate purpose of that advancement? The opportunity to study the ways of God and to know God. The opportunity to develop one's character and to develop one's mind so that one can understand the wisdom of the Creator, which this is the channel to the world to come. Without understanding the Creator, you don't have the world to come, because that's what the world to come is, the revelation of the wisdom of the Creator. And you have to develop the ability to understand that, to be able to be sensitive to that, utilizing your God-given talents, even though these are things that are beyond the regular human abilities. Nonetheless, the human can approach it through abstract reasoning, through fine-tuning the intellect that God has given us. And so Messiah will be the great teacher, the teacher of the wisdom of the Lord, the teacher of the abstract, the teacher of that which is unattainable through normal channels, the teacher of prophecy. For prophecy is the wisdom of God. And so the second level, the level of enthuse, that we talk about in the three levels of engage, enthuse, and empower. The second level is Messiah is the teacher of the wisdom of God. But there's a third level. That's the Hasidic level, the Kabbalistic level. There's a question whether man will revert back to a soul or continue in his physical being. What's the difference? The difference is very profound. According to Maimonides, there's no purpose to a physical body if you have no physical needs. If eating will stop, there's no need for a mouth, a tongue, and a stomach, and an anus. If there's no need for reproduction, there's no need for the genitalia. You don't need teeth if you don't need to grind. And if the whole thing is to have the wisdom of God, which will give you illumination and insight far deeper than your physical sight, you won't need eyes. And if your understanding will develop your soul that you automatically get the messages through telepathic methods, you don't need ears. In brief, you don't need your body when Messiah comes, ultimately. And according to Maimonides, we will all revert back to becoming a soul, an intellect, which understands the wisdom of the Creator forever. The Kabbalah has it differently. For within every physical item is found the power of God. God's power is far more manifest in creating a piece of rock than the intellect of the greatest mind and the greatest scholar. And that's because a mind is spiritual. It's closer to the essence of God, even though God is infinitely beyond that. But the physical is inanimate. It does not feel any connection with anything godly. And therefore, in order to create this, physical creation had to come directly from the Creator himself. Embedded within each fabric of creation is the power of the Creator. And the power of the Creator is the true infinity, far beyond the Creator's intellect. And the purpose of Messiah is to reveal into every human being, into every physical thing, the purpose and the content of his being. Everything has godliness within it. The purpose of Messiah is to reveal that godliness and to show not just the world, but the thing itself, what it is capable of, what is its purpose, what is its content, and what is its connection to God. So the Messiah is not just going to be the one who makes everything good, the one who kisses all the boo-boos, or the one that will inspire us to greater heights of intellect. The Messiah will show us what we are capable of doing, what we are capable of accomplishing, what is the potential that lies within us. The Messiah will reveal and untap that infinite potential that every one of us has. And through that potential, The physical will become connected to God himself, and that physical will remain forever. And so there'll be eyes, and they will see. There'll be a mouth that will speak. There'll be ears that will hear. There'll be a nose that will breathe. Because every physical element of the human being is by divine wisdom and for divine purpose, which truly is infinite. And that's why the body, through Messiah, will last forever. Let it be.